Hello and welcome to episode 10 of Reviving Jabiru. A few days ago I published episode 9, but unfortunately the video that I uploaded to YouTube was not the one I intended to. What follows this announcement is what should have been episode 9. I'm now making it episode 10 because so many people have watched the episode 9 that's up. I don't want to take it down because people do seem to be enjoying it, even though it was pretty horribly put together. The sound levels were terrible, and it wasn't edited very well. There's no background music, there's no titles, there's not a lot about it that's good. So hopefully this one's a bit more enjoyable to watch. So I did have microphone issues at the time, so all the sound on those videos in that episode 9 were all done with the GoPro in-camera microphone. So if you move away or towards the camera, the sound level goes up and down like mad. So not the best thing to work with compared to the microphone I'm now using. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll try and be better in the future. I'm not sure what to do with the propulsion system video because most of what was on episode 9 was going to be episode 10 about the propulsion system. So you've seen most of it, so I think I'll just leave it until the new propeller arrives, fitted to the existing shaft, and a new coupling and a new stern tube. So when that all arrives, I'll do a bit of an update and show you all those nice shiny parts. So thanks for watching and have fun. Hi, my name's Phil and I'm bringing this old canoe stern motorboat back to life. She's 32 feet long, 88 years old, and her name is Jabiru. I'm getting to the end of the refastening of the hull, thank God. It's taken a bit more effort than I originally thought it would, but in the end I think it'll be worth it. It'll end up being quite a nice hull. So hope you enjoy it. These secondary ribs have been put in with silicon bronze nails and spacers, probably so that water can flow underneath them. I don't see that they do much to strengthen the boat, so I'm taking them out, removing the spacer blocks and reinstalling them and roving and riveting on each one. So I think I'm putting 9 back in between the floors that I've put on the boat. You know, we rarely use twist drills.
Oh yeah.
In the old days, umbrellas used to have spring steel in the spokes, and if you could get an old umbrella, it was about 1.6 to 2.5 millimeter or 2.5 millimeter spring steel.
Okay.
And you would just cut off 4 inches of it,
Yep.
hammer it flat, put a sharp edge on the front, and it disappears.
Yeah.
And the smaller ones are the smaller ones, and most of the nail drilling is done with a pierce.
Okay.
I think I've still got some in my box. You know, where I kept some old umbrella spokes. So I'll show you. That was good. They're great for putting ribs in if you were finding that the ribs were splitting, and sometimes spotted gum used to split a lot. And that's what we mainly used. If it was splitting a lot, you'd run a pierce through before you hammered the nail through the rib. So Well, now I've rambled on about pierces. I thought I'll show you a couple. There's a couple that I had in my toolbox. I'll show you how they work. Much smaller one. This is about 1.6 diameter. That's about 2 millimeters. Some of these can be quite long. That's, I don't know, 200 millimeters long. A bit wobbly when you're trying to drill a hole through hardwood. This is a bit shorter, maybe 120 or so. So I'll put the heavy one in, drill a hole, and then I'll put the lighter one in. So that's Oregon. Goes through pretty quickly. A little bit slower in hardwood. And with of course, with a longer drill, you have to be a bit careful about how hard you push it, because the thing will bow a bit. So there you go. 2 holes with 2 different pierces. Wonderful things, but no longer seen, I guess. Particularly because the wire's now hard to get. And also wooden boat building doesn't happen that much more. So anyway, good fun. Now you've seen them.
Outer one first. Yep. Okay. Yep. Hurry up. Yep.
Well, those secondary ribs are all installed now, 8 in total, and they're spaced out along the boat in between the main floors. Well, that just about finishes the hull fastenings, except for the 2 short stringers that have to go in up forward. Well, those two small stringers are now in. The camera must have got left behind that day, so no footage of that, but there they are. In preparation for fixing the side deck camber, I decided to remove the tow rails and the gunnels. I wanted to try and keep and reuse the original timber, so I set to work unscrewing the tow rail fastenings. This was made difficult because the screw holes had been plugged with end grain dowel, very time consuming to remove. It became obvious pretty soon that dry rot had set in, so I made cuts at each fastening point and bashed the tow rails off with a hammer, much faster. When I started to remove the gunnels, it was a matter of perseverance with getting those screws out, and eventually I got each one off in one piece. If it's possible, I want to reshape and reduce the profile of the gunnels so that they're nicer to look at when they go back on.
That's all right. Keep walking out. Yep. Just watch the camera behind you. All right, go straight up there. Hold that cruise control down. Yep. Right, bloody hell. Yeah, this guy didn't know nothing about how he should put on a gun. Let it gap all the way underneath it. Right, let's bring it back inside. Right. Okay. We'll bring the other one right on. Turn upside down. Yeah.
Now that the tow rails and the gunnels are off and I can see what's underneath, it's become obvious that there are a few more fastenings that need to be fixed. All these bolts are copper and they have stainless steel washers underneath the heads. So some of them are okay, but others are starting to corrode. So I'll have to look after those. Also, if I look at the angle of the camber against where the gunnel sits, it's not been done in a very nice way. Now that the gunnels and tow rails are off, it's time to get rid of that sheathing from the top of the deck. This is pretty easily done. It was epoxy with dinyl. The only unfortunate part about that is that the dinyl, being polyester, burns really well, so I have to be very careful of how I use the burner. But what you need to do is get it warm, and then it'll peel off quite nicely. Then it's a matter of scraping, burning off and scraping the rest of the epoxy off the deck. Not a bad thing to do, and a good thing certainly to be rid of. One very positive aspect of having the deck sheathed like this was that the boat had been out in the weather for maybe, I don't know, 10 years or so, maybe even more, and this saved the structure from being destroyed by dry rot. So even though it has to be removed now, it certainly did a job in keeping this boat in one piece for me. Now I'll be able to take those side decks apart and make them look like they should look. Well, that's all there is for episode 9. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll have a look at the propulsion system, the shaft, the propeller, the stuffing box, the stern gland, the whole lot. So I'm looking forward to getting that up. So in the meantime, hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.